Yeah, she a boss with different flavors. Got the sauce, do it in major. Get it on her own, don't need no favors. Got a bag ballin' like.
Hey guys, welcome back to Per by Mel. It's your girl Mel in the building in this YouTube streets, and we're about to do a little something. So as you can see by the title of this video, it is going to be a back to school makeup tutorial. I know school already started though, but let's get it popping. So I am going to start with my brows first. So since I can't really talk when I do my brows, I'm just gonna do my brows and then we're gonna get to the talking part. So this is not gonna be complicated. It's just something that you do when you step out of the house really quick. But since I'm a little extra, so I gotta do my contour and all of that, okay? I can't just be out here with foundation, okay? Not over here. I am not that type of girl. Excuse my head wrap, like this hair is heavy and I don't want hair touching me. It's extremely hot, and since I'm speaking I cannot turn the AC on, so please bear with me in this thing that's going on here. So for this video I had an idea to do this really cheesy skit with it, but then I was like no. So since it's a back to school makeup tutorial, let me talk about school and my school experience, because ultimately I made my channel because I wanted to create a platform where we could speak about certain things and certain things that I do not speak about with the people around me. So that's ultimately why I created my channel. I also wanted to do makeup tutorials, but I didn't only want it to be a makeup channel, but because I wanted to see how I was comfortable with the camera and all of that, and speaking on camera, because I'm not such a talkative person. Public speaking does scare me, even though this is not in public, but I'm recording myself and I'm putting it out there. So I wanted to start with makeup and then easing my way to talk about certain things. So talking about my college experience, I graduated high school in 2015. I was supposed to graduate this last spring, but because I had taken a semester off and then I changed my major, so I wasn't able to graduate. And I saw like everybody graduating. Honestly, I'm such a positive person and I try to cheer everybody on and everything, but that kind of did something to me, because I was like, girl, what are you doing with your life? Like, everybody is just graduating, working, and here you are just still figuring it out. Let me backtrack a little bit. Ever since I was back in Ivory Coast in middle school, I kind of did know that I would struggle with picking a career. Like, it was always something at the back of my mind, but I didn't think that I was gonna be into makeup and all of this. When I was in high school, from 10th grade, I was like, okay, I'm going to be a forensic scientist. Like, I was so obsessed with it. I used to watch all the crime things. I was learning more, doing my research on the career, and I was like, this is it. I am going to be a forensic scientist. After a while, I considered a forensic psychologist, and I also did consider a forensic pathologist. But it all came down to being a forensic scientist. And if you don't know what it is, it's like basically after a crime has happened, the people that come get the evidence and test it in the lab, stuff like that. This is the easiest way I can break it down. You're not a detective. You basically do the test. You run the test in the lab. So it's not as fun as they show it on TV unless you like being in the lab. So after 11th grade, I think, or after 10th grade, I can't remember which year. I think after 11th grade. Yeah, after 11th grade, I went to visit a forensic scientist, lab or whatever. And after I left there, I was really like, okay, this is not for me. But I was still like, okay, I'm gonna push it through, do this forensic science thing. So when 12th grade came and everybody was excited with college and applying and going away to school, I was really nonchalant about the whole thing. Yes, I was excited to be done with high school. Oh my God, Lord knows I did not like that school. Lord knows, I was just tired of school, just period. Even though I was a good student, but I was just tired of school. So I was excited to be done with high school and just moving to the next. But the next kind of did scared me, and I was not so excited to go to college. So even applying to colleges, I kind of did all of that late. Like I wasn't late, but a lot of people had already submitted their application or whatever, and I was still getting to write my letter. Like the whole process for me was really, really like slow. I got accepted into schools, and I decided to go to Pace University because they offered me the most aid. And I declared my major as biology, and I was hoping when I get there to minor in forensic science. When I got there, they were like, oh, you cannot really do that and this and the third. Like it was either forensic science or whatever. So then I was like, okay, I really like this makeup thing, and I think that's what I want to do for the rest of my life. I can say that. So let me, since I'm in school, let me figure out what is this. Let me figure out a career that I can do that's related to makeup. So then I look into dermatology. So I was like, nobody going to school for that long. Not this one. Not this one. I'm using the Lancome 540. It's the tint though. Then I was like, I could do like cosmetology, the people who make the products. So I was looking into that. But for that, you have to take chemistry and a bunch of other stuff. So anyway, since I was a biology major, I had to take chemistry anyway. And in the colleges, you do need to take a science course. So I was like, okay, let me make my science course chemistry. So I took chemistry, and I hated chemistry, guys. Like I did not like chemistry at all. Like I was struggling with the lectures, the 3-hour lecture. Like my ass can't focus for that long. I kind of think I'm a little like ADD or ADHD, something like that, because my focus is not, no, I cannot sit and focus for that long. Even a 1-hour class, I still struggle. So let's not talk about a 3-hour lecture and then the next day I had a lab. I think the lab was also 3 hours. I can't really remember. And for lab, the professor I had, oh my God, I was not the only one who could not understand her accent. So we were really like struggling in the whole course. I was like, I can't take this chemistry stuff. So guess what? A girl not gonna do this cosmetology stuff, making products. Let's figure it out. So when I was at Space the second semester, I took a course. It's called Exploring Majors or something, but it helps you like figure out your career you take like personality tests, a bunch of other stuff, and then you figure out what you want to do. So I'm an INFJ with my personality test, and I feel so strongly about that. Everything that it touches is literally me. I took that personality test, and I came up with a bunch. It came up with a bunch of careers that I would do good at. I would be like great in criminal justice, which I still think if I went that route, I would still be good. Like, I love the whole criminal justice thing. Maybe something for later in life, but where I'm at right now, I don't see where it fits. And psychology was also a thing, and yeah, so I went that route with psychology. And I remember like my whole first year of college, I was, this is something that I don't like to talk about, but I was really down. I was depressed. My whole first year of college, I struggled. I was so unhappy. I felt like, what is this life? And you guys, like, I'm a perfectionist. Now it kind of went down a bit because I just had to let that perfection that was in me go a little bit, and me really not knowing where I was going with my life, that bothered me. Like, how can you not know? For my sophomore year of college, I decided to go away to school because I was like, I really had wanted to go away for my freshman year, but like I said, Pace was the one giving me the most money, so I just went with Pace. When I got to Pace, honey, they asked gonna tell me that it's not really like they gave me money, but when I had applied, I had put down that I was gonna stay, I was gonna stay on campus. So they asked her that I was gonna stay on campus, so they gave me extra money to help pay for the dorm. If y'all know, Pace University is a private school, so it is quite expensive. And I was like, okay, we're not doing that. So I decided to go to Buffalo State. And that's why I went for my second year of college. And went there, honestly didn't really like it. I don't think the whole, like, you know how like people get so hype about this whole college thing, you gotta go away, you gotta just experience that. I feel like not everybody's cut out for that, and people make it seem like if you never went away to school you're gonna regret it. But honestly, I'm glad that I got to experience that, because I would have never known. But it is not for me. I felt so alone. I didn't really have friends. Um, it was just, it was just too much. There was just too much drama, and after, like, by the end of the semester, I felt so alone because I had really like nobody to speak to. And I was really getting into, it was taking a hold on me, and I was starting to feel depressed. And I'm really thankful that by that time God brought an angel in my life, literally. um this is why, even though I don't check on her all the time, whenever I think about her, I text her or anything, ask her what she's doing, and I will always cheer her on. I am going to say her name so she knows herself. That's my friend Kadi. I know her since Ivory Coast, and we were just talking about school, all of that. We were just talking like every day and stuff, and really having her to talk to really made that so easy. And I was able to end my semester and came back home. When I came back home, I was like, I don't really want to go back, but I was like, anyway, let me just, I only have, what, 2 years left. I can do this. But then towards the end of the summer, I had a friend up there, and she told me she was not gonna be up there anymore. And I was like, oh, Marianne, you know how you felt when you were up there. I don't wanna. You should not go back. So I decided to not go back, and I stayed here. But because I applied to school here so late, I took a semester off. And honestly, I'm so thankful that it happened that way. It gave me time to breathe, and really, and I also had wanted to change my major and make psychology into my minor, and I wasn't able to do that in buff. So I was like, okay, this is not working out. So now I am a business marketing major with a minor in industrial psychology, which is basically psychology in the workplace. So that is what I'm doing. I'm mostly content with my major. I still think that maybe I should have done something else. The business courses are really annoying, and I don't know if it's because I'm just annoyed with school and I'm just tired of school, but also I made this video to get to the point that um I want to be honest with myself, and I want to let you guys in on my journey. And I also want people that are going through it, who don't really know what they want or whatever, to have somebody to talk to. So if anybody wants to reach out to me and ask for advice, I'm always there. I'm still figuring everything out, and it's just to let you guys know that it's not the end. Even when it feels like the world is, falling on you literally. It is not the end. You're gonna get through this and you are going to figure it out. But ultimately, I feel like I am getting this degree for nothing. And I'm gonna get to my point. And even though you do not know how life works, but I am not planning on using my degree. Like, I plan on doing the whole makeup thing, being a makeup artist or whatever. And even though business courses do help, because they're gonna give me an insight on how to handle my business, and I just don't want to be a makeup artist. I also want to have a product line with this and a lot of things. I've always, honestly guys, thinking back on my life, I've always wanted to own something, like be in business, do something. So that's why when I changed my major to business marketing, I spoke with my dad and he was like, yeah, I can see you doing that. Like, I was even gonna suggest it. I don't want to work for anybody, and I feel like if this YouTube or business thing doesn't take off, I might have to. But ultimately, I am not planning on using this degree. So this is something that I also have to figure out, and I have this much time to figure it out. This is why I'm trying at least to go so hard, because I know that I don't have much time to do this thing. This was just me sharing what I went through with college. Honestly, guys, explore. And if you need a break, if you need time, if you need to take a semester off, take that semester. Like, don't really think about what people are gonna say. And I know it hurts because I've heard it all. Okay, I've heard, oh, you don't know what you want to do with your life. Like, what you mean? I've heard things that, oh, you just change majors. Well, and honestly, that hurts, because why would people think that I don't care about my life? Like, nobody's in my body. Nobody knows the stress that I go through. Nobody knows how I stress myself to the point where I start having anxiety. And I never had anxiety in my life. So why are people sitting here and acting like they know me and they know my thought process? Girl, I've been there and I understand you if you are going through this. When I made psychology my major, I still had people talk about, oh, you're going to do psychology? Oh, you're going to struggle finding a job. You're not going to make that much money. But everybody ain't about making that much money. Honestly, I do want to make money, but I am more about being happy and doing something that fulfills a purpose, that fulfills me, and that fulfills my purpose, what I'm on this earth to do. And if that's not it, if that doesn't feel like it at the moment, I am not going to do that. And you just have to push those people's thoughts away from you, because they don't know you. Ultimately, they don't know what you're struggling with, and take it with a grain of salt. But seek also, if you're struggling with finding a career path or what you're supposed to do, seek also advice from people who know you, like people who actually know you. Ask them, what do you think that I could do? And also, if you are a Christian or any religion that you are, pray. Honestly, pray, fast, ask God for guidance. I'm still figuring it out, so still have to ask God for guidance, and take life as it comes. Don't really stress yourself. So that's what I wanted to share with all of you today. And also, college in for everyone. Honestly, I feel like I should have just went to cosmetology school and not get this degree. But like I said, things happen the way that they happen. Excuse me. God know why that happened, and it, you know, it allowed me to understand myself better, to understand life better. So ultimately, I'm thankful for my struggles. Even though I'm still struggling and still figuring it out. um I know we live in this world where everybody feels like you gotta have it figured all out, but that's not the case. Not everybody is gonna have it figured out, and that's okay. Take your time and you know, analyze things, plan. So ultimately, your girl wanna be in this makeup industry and wanna do this. So this is why your girl is, you know, consuming all that. But yeah, so hopefully by the grace of God, I shall be graduating. I shall be graduating this spring. If I don't, then I'm probably gonna have a couple of courses left, but I'm still gonna get my degree anyway. Um, I know I speak like I'm excited. Well, I'm excited to be done with school, but I'm not excited with what comes after, which is why I'm like, okay, I just want to get this degree and be out. I don't even know if I want to go to my graduation. A topic for another day, but you guys leave down below how has been your college experience, and what courses are you taking? Did you change majors? Are you minoring? Did you drop out, and why? I want to know all the tea. And what are you doing right now? um yeah, let's keep it rolling, let's keep this moving. I want to know, did your family had a lot of shit to talk about it? I mean, of course they probably did. What are the people who supported you in your decision? How long did it take you to finish school? I want to know all the tea, let me know. Well, not really tea, but let's keep this conversation going. I feel like if I was to go to school again, I would go for something creative. I've always wanted to learn how to sew, so I may do something fashion related, or I'm actually going to learn how to sew. Like, I have planned for it. Maybe in a couple of years, I'm gonna go for like a course somewhere in Ivy Coast for like probably 6 months or so and learn how to sew and make clothes. I don't know. I'm a big learner, especially when it comes to like art. I love to learn, and ultimately, before I wanted to do this makeup thing, I wanted to be a singer first. Then I wanted to be a doctor, but I was like, I don't really like hospitals, so no. um, and then after that, I wanted to be a fashion designer. So I've always kind of been around with the art. I've always wanted to do art, something art related. So ultimately, I do want to learn how to sew, and I feel like if I was to go back to school, it would be for something like that, or just editing, stuff like that, like really creative, artsy stuff. School, I'm not getting a master, at least not anytime soon. I don't even know if I'm gonna be using this degree that I got. I mean, I'm gonna be using it for my own self, like it's knowledge for myself. If you're struggling with finding a career path, I really encourage you to take the 16 personality test. It could be tricky though, because it depends on how you answer those questions. It really gives you so much more insight with yourself and who you are. I am going to finish my face, and then we are going to end this video. So see you at the end, but keep on watching. I'm still here. Okay guys, we are now at the end of this tutorial. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I know I'm a little bit extra, so this is not your regular school back to school makeup, but it's definitely for those days that you want to slay, or if it's your first day of school and you have your whole outfit figured out, you might as well want to add the makeup and the hair and just look bomb. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed what we talk about, and make sure to thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and let me know what did you think about what I talked about. Share your experience, your college school experience with me, with us, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.
You are unique, okay, then take a seat, okay. Let me show you the correct way to face beat, okay. Do it like this.